Alright guys, how's it going? It's the Eastbayanglers, and today we're talking about something a bit different. We're talking about something real different. We're talking about Weber Creek Reservoir, California. We're talking about fishing Weber Creek, and we're going to talk about everything you need to know. If you're going to go to Weber Creek and you want to fish, this is what you need to know. There's bass and there's trout. There's not very many trout. They're very difficult to catch. They were landlocked originally when it was formed and dammed up. And, you know, I've heard of some years and years back, but after the droughts in California, I haven't heard of any recently. So, you know, going there, you're probably not going to do too well if you target trout. But there's also some suckers, some pike, minnow, not pike minnows, some sucker fish and some other type of bait fish. I can't remember. It might be a pond smelt. But here's the thing. They got bass in there. They got largemouth, and they get quite large. I mean, I've heard stories, you know, and I don't want to get you going, but I heard stories of a teener, you know, but that's unconfirmed. There's no photos. That's word of mouth, you know, myth. That's lore. But, you know, this place is kind of nestled out in the middle of nowhere, and nobody really does fish it much, so it doesn't get a lot of pressure, and it doesn't get a lot of hardcore angling pressure. It's a great place to go and get on a bunch of largemouth bass. You guys can get on numbers, and there's also days when you're going to get into the size. Now, by size, you know, I've caught a lot in the 3.5 pound class. I haven't really got anything bigger than that, but I have only been there, you know, a few times every year. I've been wanting to kind of make this video about it for 5 years because this place is pretty insane. I've done really well with crankbaits there and buzz baits and drop shotting and wacky rigged, you know, plastics, a variety of baits. It's really good topwater. The only negative is, you know, it's a bit of a walk. You guys are going to have to walk some way into it. You know, it looks private and somewhat, you know, I mean, it's not really private as long as you just go there and fish and leave. But, yeah, guys, it's a great little fishery, great place to get away from all the other anglers and catch yourself a bunch of largies. Now, because it's the way it is and it's kind of private, but, you know, allows the public access that know about it, you guys, you know, most catch and release is pretty much what they permit there, but it's just great fun. And if you guys haven't gone down there, you should. So in a second, we're going to talk about two things, and that's the wind, because the wind is terrible there. One second. The wind comes through around 10 a.m., and it just does not stop. It gets worse and worse and worse, and oh man, it's like 4 or 5 p.m. before it seems like it even just starts to let down. Some days it's so bad that, yeah, it's really hard to fish at those on the rough days, but you know, that's one thing to consider. Second thing to consider is you know, you can't really get a boat in there, and you can get a kayak or a tube, and you can bang fish. Can't get no boats in there, and if you stay on the trail, you're good, but don't wander off too far because that is private property that people don't want you on. Don't go hunting there because that's, you know, you'll get in trouble. But other than that, guys, it's a great little fishery. I'm trying to think of anything else right off the top of my head here. Yeah, I mean, pretty much giant bullfrogs. That's about it. So stay tuned, guys. That's everything you need to know about Weber Creek Reservoir, and that's located, I don't know, it's kind of like, is it Camino-ish, kind of in that area. All right, guys.